Hello internet, my name is Chillmonger and I am not racist. I just feel I have to get that off my chest after some of the channel activity. I'm not sexist either that I've been having lately. I am against whites who think they are more than and implement that in their policy or day to day. Not me. Chillmonger, The Mandalorian, I'm about that. This was a great TV show that's reviving my love for Star Wars. Everything that I hated about episode 8 kind of seems like it's not so bad anymore. Still not going to watch episode 9, but we're getting there. And this is Dave Filoni, and this is Jon Favreau doing this for me. Introducing this new character. Introducing this new, not just the Mandalorian, but the green guy. I'm not going to call him Baby Yoda. And if you do call him Baby Yoda, I'm not yelling at you either. You've got no other word to say for him, right? We don't know the name of the species. So Baby YOLO, Baby Yoda works for me. We're going to call him YOLO on this program over here. So YOLO is a he. The doctor says, I protected him. Don't shoot me. Back when the Mandalorian busted him, came up on him. But that doctor called him a he. I'm going to go with the word of the doctor, who seems to know what he was talking about. Remember when he was doing that check on him, that scan? Who else thought it was a midichlorian count maybe? And he said yes. And he was like, oh, it's positive for midichlorians. I'm sure that was a midichlorian count. He was positive of it. All right. This guy is ready to be trained. But shoot, right after the Empire went down, this was 6 years after the Empire. Did Luke begin his Jedi school yet? How old would Kylo Ren be right now? Little Ben, he'd be like 5 years old, right? Because 9 months for pregnancy. Well, is it 9 months for pregnancy? Padme got pregnant and gave birth to twins within the span of a movie. Who knows? Everything ages different in that galaxy far away. It's a long time ago in a galaxy far away. I was gonna say that it was our galaxy. It's not. I like to pretend though. We like to pretend things like that are real, right? This is blasphemous, but who else was born without a father that we know about, right? Was George Lucas going for that? I don't know. He probably answered that in an interview somewhere. But I want to know what he thinks of this, man. The midichlorian, he's got armor that gets upgrades. That's cool. That's how we're gonna keep things fresh on this program. This guy is actually gonna change up what he uses to make me more interested. Lightsabers and the Force is all that Obi-Wan's new show is going to be able to have. But with this, maybe he's done with the flamethrower. Maybe it didn't work out for me too well in that big battle. I'm going to try to get something else and he'll upgrade it. His upgrade in this episode was those things that were described. They're useful against multiple enemies. What was it called? The Whisper? They're useful against multiple enemies. That's your description for that? That's such a low, unimpressive thing. But it's for a reason. It's so that we can build. The next time he'll get a new weapon, it'll be called the Ultra Blastor. Some sick name like that. And they'll say, only use this once. You know, they up the ante. It used to be from, this is good for multiple enemies. And then it went to here. And then we'll get, like, it'll only get bigger. We're on the 3rd episode and we're only going to get hotter and hotter. This is great Star Wars storytelling. Not just that. It's also, okay, music and the transitions. The transitions of we're fading from one scene to another one, closing and opening. That's that corny Star Wars shit. That is just the way I like it too. So I'm all about the transitions. And then the music. When Baby YOLO, you remember he takes away the knob earlier on the thing, and I'm just, all right. And Mandalorian had to put it back. Mando. That played a part. Because when he's back in that ship, he's looking at it, reminiscing. Not a single word was said, but the music told us he decided to go back to get the Baby YOLO. The music did a masterful job of storytelling. This man, Ludwig Göransson, I'm trying to give him credit, but I can't say his name right. I respect you very much. I don't know if you watch my reviews or not. A lot of people do. A lot of smart folk watch my reviews. They also thumbs up the review. I respect what you're doing over here on your show. It is your show, really. If every note was a word, you'd speak more than the Mandalorian gets to speak. Mandalorian's not alone. We get to see his crew, and apparently they fight a lot because the woman was acting like everything was gravy. Just they're going toe to toe, shooting at each other. Well, almost shooting at each other, but when it came time to actually pull that trigger, no, they weren't. It's like brothers fight everything inside the house, but outside that door. Outside these walls, it's a brotherhood, and they were there for him. Understood that it was that head nod, that big head nod by we understand it was the same guy that Mando was fighting with. Along with the head nod, there was also a head rotate. Remember when he hopped onto the speeder and he asked that R4 unit, the thing that could only move its head left and right. He asked him to move it, and the thing moved its head left and right. Like, what? That's so genius. That's so... You know how entrenched into the Star Wars lore you gotta be to actually think of that? I know it may seem like nothing, but let's just appreciate this genius. Of the only thing that the droid can do is move left to right, and that's how it indicated, no, I don't want to move my speeder to you. That's so smart, man. They're really thinking over here on Star Wars. Jon Favreau, baby. Mwah! And Dave Filoni. Name escapes me. There's the negatives over here. All of a sudden, stormtroopers can aim. Well, when guys have proper armor that can take it, stormtroopers can aim. And main characters, too, they can also aim. Because that guy, Cliff, Apollo Creed, that dude, problems. Okay, he gets away, right? And it's cool that he got shot. I'm skipping a part, but it's cool that he got shot and it was the same money that we saw earlier, the same currency that was protecting him. That was such a great thing to do because we got to keep our characters alive. Not everyone can be expendable, so that was a very, very wise way. We've seen it in other movies before, but I've seen it in Rush Hour, right? Wasn't Carter. Actor's name is Jackie Chan. Chris Tucker, when he had that money inside of his breast pocket after he got stabbed by the lady. And he's like, oh, come on, you kissed it. That's what that reminded me of. But, there's other places that did that move. Now, here's my trouble with it. When he escaped and he got out of the, on the ship, came down the ladder, Mando, okay, you're pointing at him. He's right in front of you. There's not many places to go. For the Mandalorian to do all these moves and you not to shoot him yet, he triggers the rope that goes from here to there. That's your opportunity to shoot. That didn't happen. And what it did was it sparked something, some gadgets. Sparks came out and then steam came into the room. And that time Carl Weathers aimed to the left and missed his shot. All you had to do was keep your thing straight. You were already pointing at him. You actually had to miss. Go watch that. Play it back. It's inexcusable. If you wanted for if you, the show writers, the runners, wanted for this interaction to take place without the mess up in why would he even aim to miss? If you wanted that to happen, I would have had Mandalorian get in his ship, and this is me thinking on the spot. I didn't prepare this. I would have him get on this ship and notice dude is to my left because he notices that he's on the left because it's his ship. He knows where the footprints are, or his ship, he knows someone's on my ship. And before Carl Weathers can get the jump on him, Mandalorian would knock his weapon off of his hands. All of a sudden, it's two unarmed men. And whatever dialogue which was really important for you to get off in your scene, Filoni and Favreau, you guys could have gotten that done. And who was the director? I forget her name, but she was signed for... They signed her for something else that was Star Wars related. Obi-Wan. She's directing Obi-Wan. I forget her name. But you three, you guys need to think smarter. Like that's not right. And of course, I liked this episode and I liked the show, but we got to call things out. Like Carl Weathers missing the shot on purpose. That was the worst part. Worst part of the episode.